Kernebone, the coordinator of the Injured Workers Sport Network. Welcome to part 1 of the series, in which I'll explain what happens to you if you are injured at work and talk you through the New South Wales Workers' Compensation System. Please remember, this is general advice only and should not be taken as professional legal or medical advice. Today I will introduce a few common terms used in the system. The nominated treating doctor. When you are injured at work, you will need to see a doctor. See your own doctor. Don't go to the doctor of an employer or the insurer's doctor. This doctor will see to your treatment and recovery. Certificate of capacity. Your doctor will complete a certificate of capacity, the old workers' comp certificate. The certificate of capacity says what you can do as much as what you can't do. It will also make clear your medical diagnosis. Part of the certificate of capacity is the workers' declaration form. This confirms you are telling the truth about your injury and allows you to write about how you were injured. The workers' compensation form should be available at your workplace, but you can also obtain this claim form from the WorkCover website. Part of the form is filled out by your employer, and they have 48 hours to submit this to their scheme agent. If they don't, you or someone else can do that, and the scheme agent will get in touch with your employer. The scheme agent refers to your insurer. They are responsible for assessing your claim, providing your weekly payments and covering your medical bills. The insurer is a key player in your recovery and the compensation system. They will get in touch with you once they receive the notification from your employer. Provisional liability. Provisional liability is not the insurer accepting your claim. It ensures you can access weekly payments and medical costs while the insurer assesses your claim. At most, this will only last for 12 weeks. Independent medical examiner. In assessing your claim, the insurer is likely to send you to an independent medical examiner or IME. It's best to think of these as independent of your nominated treating doctor rather than independent of the system itself. They will do a report on your injuries and provide this to your insurer. Denial of liability. If the insurer doesn't believe your injury is caused by your workplace, they will deny liability. You have the right to appeal this, and I'll talk about that in another episode. Acceptance of liability. If the insurer accepts that your claim is genuine, they will then start the injury management process. This is the process they use to manage your recovery and real return to work. It involves working with you, your doctors, your employer, and a rehabilitation provider. The rehabilitation provider. The choice of provider is yours. You can't be forced to go to the insurer's or your employer's preferred rehabilitation provider. Your rehabilitation provider will identify suitable duties, coordinate rehabilitation strategies to ensure that you're able to safely perform those duties, promote your return to work, provide some form of case management between your treatment providers, the insurer, and your employer, and arrange suitable retraining and placement in alternate employment if you can't return to your pre-injury position. Suitable duties are duties that are suitable to your injuries and that will assist, or at least won't hinder, your recovery from your work injuries. Work capacity assessment. The insurer will assess your work recovery and capacity to work at many times while you're recovering in the workers' compensation system through a work capacity assessment. The insurer gathers information on your functioning, vocational and medical status, which informs them of your capacity to return to work or to work more hours. This will have an impact on the amount of weekly compensation you receive. If your total body impairment, the combination of your injuries impacting on your functioning, is greater than 20%, then you will not have to go through this. If you disagree with the outcomes of a work capacity assessment, you can have that reviewed. An internal review. This is done by the insurer. You have the right to give them whatever information you think is relevant so they can reassess their original work capacity decision. If you are still unhappy with this, you can ask WorkCover to do a merit review. This is done by WorkCover itself. It is a review of the information the insurer has regarding their work capacity assessment and subsequent review of that assessment. The whole process can be reviewed one more time by the WorkCover Independent Review Office, or WIRO. The WorkCover Independent Review Office reviews the procedures taken by the insurer in their work capacity decisions and reviews. It doesn't look at the facts of the case, it looks at whether the insurer has taken the right steps at the right time. WIRO also manages the ILARS, the Independent Legal Assistance and Review Service. This provides a free legal service to injured workers where you are in disagreement with your insurer about your entitlements. It can also refer you to an external lawyer. You get to choose, but they have to be approved a lawyer. And you can check that on the list of the WIRO website page. If ILARS think you have a case, it is up to them to decide, and your lawyer is ready, you might find yourself at the Workers' Compensation Commission. The Workers' Compensation Commission resolves disputes between injured workers and their employers and insurers. They use a resolution model with conciliators and arbitrators trying to reach an agreement between both parties. The work they do is quite complex and will be subject to another episode of this video blog. What is important here is that if there is a dispute about impairment, you might be sent to an approved medical specialist. The approved medical specialist is answerable only to the Workers' Compensation Commission, not to your insurer or yourself. They should be unbiased in their reports to the Commission, so are different from an independent medical examiner. At any stage of this process, you will hopefully recover enough to be back at work, and then you should be put on a return to work plan run by the return to work coordinator, who, though they may have other duties, is nominated by your employer to assist you to return and remain at work in a safe and durable manner. I hope this helps your understanding of the workers' compensation system. Remember that you are not alone as you go through the system. The Injured Worker Support Network has monthly meetings. Click on our meeting schedules to find out which one is closest to you, or email us if you would like to start one in your area. If you would like more information, please call us on 02 9897 2488. Thank you very much.